What's the number one thing that people should be thinking about? What should be the number one responsibility when people move abroad? Move to the UK, move to Canada, move to anywhere in the West?
Responsibility depends. Are you talking about to society or your responsibility as a personal responsibility? Is it your personal responsibility or to society? Because there's a contrast. You're coming to a different
society
from where you've or from where you're coming from. So are you talking about that responsibility?
Yes, responsibility to self.
To self?
Yeah.
Okay, what you should be thinking about if you come to better yourself. Yeah, because if when you come from where you're coming from, you must be first a responsible person, individual. And also, you must be thinking of how to succeed. If you think success is just exchange rate, that you are coming to a society where the exchange rate is bigger than your money, where you're coming from, then you fail. Because money is money everywhere.
Yes.
Society is different. People behave in different way. They conform to society. That might be their success. It might determine your success. If you come in here and then get into trouble, then it might change your plan. Doesn't matter what plan you have. Once you come here, you don't conform to society. You think you come here, then you behave the same way. It might take a while, but it shouldn't be that you're learning from a heavy mistake.
Just learn to integrate first.
Integrate first. Realize that automatically it's a different value, which will now forge your mindset. Which means you have to reevaluate your reason
for coming
and the way you look at life. So you're not responsible to your own action and then to society as well. The other way around, in Africa, I don't think anybody is responsible. If you do jack, you can call your family relative or the highest police, the highest bidder. You get out of the mess you created. Here, the law will take its course.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So sometimes from the migration application you made while you were coming, you're already a defaulter. But you don't realize until one day you get into trouble. They will now tell you, when you fill the form when you were coming, you said you are a builder.
Yeah.
You have 7 wives, 13 children. How come you're not saying you are Mr. X and Y?
I think a lot of people forget the story they gave at the point when they apply for their visa, because at that point in time they just wanted to get away from Nigeria. They want to japa. Coming back here now, or on arriving to the West, the Western country, they've forgotten that story and now they have to start building another story.
They didn't even give story in the first time.
Okay.
These people will go, they have the money, they go to a third party, an agent. The agent will now fill in the form and then make the story on their behalf. Because all they want is the visa. When they now give to them, they come here and then forgetting what was in the application form until they go to regularize themselves. System will now come to say, oh, when 13 years ago, when you went to our embassy, our consulate, or high commission, this is what you said. But you are contrasting the story. It doesn't match. There's not a difference. So what happened? They now say, oh, they will now refer you that at the point that visa was given, there was a penalty for contravening the visa condition, which you've done. So for that reason, there will be a penalty. Then it becomes a shock. They can now leave you for the next 10, 20 years before they come and then do it to you, give it to you discretionately. Because this time it now depends on their own mindset, their reasoning on why should they give it back to you.
Yeah. Yes, that's true.
So when you say responsibility, there are so many factors
That
come to play.
All right. Okay. Saying that, sorry to cut you. If we're to use that story as reference of that pastor that's trying to get young people out of, situations and into the religious beliefs and all that, and he faced going back. We were kind of thinking, first and foremost, the thing that should be at the forefront of people's mind when they come to this part of the world is to try as much as possible to get yourself regularized. That is your sole responsibility. Nobody else is going to do. Yes. Nobody else is going to do that.
Keep to the condition.
That's it.
Keep to the visa condition. If you come here via visiting visa, you're not allowed to get married here anymore. Before you can see someone, then you can regularize it through that means. Now they say you have to go back. You have to start all over again. So it's your duty. So the pastor that was given a deportation order, I think he messed up. Because no matter how much you can have the highest Rolls Royce, you can be flaunting your wealth, you can say all sorts, you can be helping people. Okay, now just imagine someone in his congregation comes to him and says, "This is my problem." Say what? I'm having a issue with the authority because my paper is unregularized. I don't know what to do with it. What would that be his own response?
What would he say?
What would he say? Oh, is he going to give that guy £1 million to go and regularize?
He's staying in the country.
Or give him BMW to go and regularize? No. You have to come back to the status quo. You have to know your problem.
Yes.
That is how this country is. You must identify the issue.
Yeah.
At all times, identify the issue. Because this is not the country where you say, "Oh, please, don't you know my grandfather?" No. It's a system.
It is a system. It's a
system.
People cannot pray the system away.
You can't. So if you come here, you came here a long time ago, you made an application, then the Home Office refused you, and then no, it's your duty to regularize your stay.
Yes.
Your immigration condition, the onus is on you to prove and regularize at all times.
Yes.
They are not going to come knock at your door to regularize it.
No.
It's you wear the shoe. So after many years you had Rolls Royce, you took people from the gang, you were doing charity work, and then they don't recognize you. It's the law.
And the law has to take its course.
See, they don't in the UN Convention, immigration seems a very mild offense, but society is trying to criminalize it.
Because I think they're criminalizing because they think that's the way of control.
Yes, to control. So they make it like a criminal offense. You can see that they take a soft touch on it. They just want to take you to detention center, leave you for a couple of days, then try to facilitate deportation. Then they go back and forth. But then they'll say, "Oh, but if you commit murder or a strict offense, then they want to tie to the law of the land."
Yes.
You understand? So once you commit an offense that they can tie to the law of the land, a criminal offense, they can tie to the law of the land, then you go to prison. Then after you serve the full term, 1 to 5 years, then immigration matter will now come in. But without a criminal offense, they look at it like humanitarian a problem, kind of. Their hands are tied. They'll be looking, "Oh, well, can we just leave him or not?" Until you commit a criminal offense, they can tie to it. Then they now have a reason to push. So the pastor that they were saying converted gang to whatever, they are investigating him, but they couldn't find any criminal charges.
Yes.
Do you understand? Even up to tax evasion, they tried everything. Then now they seek deportation order.
Yeah.
But it is his fault. He would have regularized himself.
Yes, that's part of
The success.
Yes.
The first thing
You have
to
to
succeed,
get out of the way.
get it out of the way.
Yes. People have to remain focused. Yeah. In essence, that's the first responsibility.